Recent changes to Florida's child abuse reporting laws now make it the only true, mandatory reporting state in the nation. Everyone is required to report abuse and neglect, and the consequences for those who fail to do so are now one of the nation's toughest. To help raise awareness of the new laws, the City of Tampa, Department of Children and Families, and Mary Lee's House Child Protection and Advocacy Center recently teamed up to host Florida's largest abuse reporter training of its kind during April's National Child Abuse Prevention and Awareness Month. Close to 1,000 attended the trainings, which were provided by the Florida Abuse Hotline and took place at the Stetson University College of Law Tampa Law Center. Participants included social workers, school counselors, foster parents, psychologists, judges, attorneys, guardian ad litems, child care licensing and daycare employees, as well as many others who work with children throughout the state.
Today's training explored the reporting process for the Florida Abuse Hotline. In particularly, we explored the reporting criteria for child abuse and the reporting criteria for adult abuse. Currently, it is a third-degree felony if you choose to not report abuse or neglect and you have suspicion that it is occurring. It is also a third-degree felony if you currently make a false report concerning abuse or neglect of a child or vulnerable adult. The new law also impacts colleges. If an administrator or employee of a college does not make a report of abuse or neglect concerning a child, they are subject to up to $1 million fine.
Today's training was very insightful because it really helped me as well as someone who does a lot of outreach in the community in advocacy for children, learning that we all have a responsibility, not only mandated reporters, but just any resident in the state of Florida to really just help if there is a suspicion about maybe possible child abuse or neglect, and really clarifying what that entails and just how to empower a lot of our community that may be in the presence of that child that's at risk, and really just empowering them to not be scared, to really just kind of reach out and help those children out.
Well, I'm a school psychology intern for Hillsborough County Schools, and I work a lot with young children who are under the care of adults. And so it's really important to be aware of the signs and indicators of abuse and what we're really looking for, because these children can't always advocate for themselves.
More than 9,000 children in our community have received services at Mary Lee's House since the organization opened its doors 5 years ago. Abused and neglected children receive medical, legal, and counseling services at the state-of-the-art Child Protection and Advocacy Center located in West Tampa.
Well, we are training over 1,000 people today in the Tampa Bay area, and after Governor Rick Scott passed really tough legislation that increases the penalties for those who don't report child abuse, we really needed to come together and find a way to get everyone in the same room and collaborate on what this means for our community. So today is really a partnership, and this training is a unique opportunity with the City of Tampa and Mary Lee's House to bring everyone together and educate and bring awareness to these types of changes that are happening here in our community.
And you may have noticed several of these bus benches throughout Tampa encouraging those to report abuse by calling the hotline number. The Florida Abuse Hotline is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. To learn more about reporting child abuse and neglect, visit www.myflfamilies.com.